realteesfishing.com. Today we're gonna go ahead and work on a 250 horsepower HPDI. It's a 2003 model, and we're gonna go ahead and remove the injectors. We got a few things that we gotta remove from the engine to get to the injector, so we're gonna go ahead and show you how to do it. And then pretty simple job. It just takes a little bit of patience and a little bit of cafecito. Let's get to it. All right, so once we've gone ahead and removed most of the plastic that's pretty much covering all this, we're gonna go ahead and switch the metric size. So I believe that these are 12, so let's get the 12 and let's keep going. So if you're wondering what I'm using these, has like an extension with a metric on it. I got them at Harbor Freight, same thing with the drill. And they work pretty good for projects like this. I like using them to remove it, but I don't really like using it to put the parts back on, because sometimes you over tighten it, maybe snap a screw. But I do like it to remove bolts. So we'll go ahead and start removing. And this is what they look like. There. Welcome. And this one I'm going to need an adapter to give me the angle, because it's being held back. Doesn't let us get in there, and I'll show you what I mean now. Right here doesn't allow for, so let's go change this piece out. All right, we've gone ahead and loosened it. All right, so this whole rail is loose. We've gone ahead and removed those four. I'm gonna move over to this side. That one's loose. Loose. And that one's loose. So if you look closely, these are our injectors right here. And we're gonna go ahead and just pinch. And it pops right off. Let's do that again. So pinch, pinch, and pull. Pinch. It's hard to do with only one hand, but you get the idea. So same thing on this side, pinch. And now when you're pulling these plugs, you don't want to pull it by the wires. You want to pull it by the plastic as much as you possibly can. If you can't get it to come off, you can just put a screwdriver behind it and then push while you're pulling down the tab. All right, once we've gone ahead and removed the bolts and the plugs, the only thing that's holding this together now is the actual injectors. So the backside has a nice O-ring that creates a nice tight seal. So we're gonna go ahead and get something so we can leverage and just pop it off each injector. Okay, so in this case, we're gonna go ahead and put a screwdriver right there. We're not putting it anywhere near the injector, but you can see that when I apply some pressure, you can see the separation. So just keep going here. Keep going. that's left is this top one here. And just like that, the rail has pulled apart. And our injectors are now exposed. Now, last thing, to remove these, see if you can see here, we got one more bolt. It's 12 in metric. And we're gonna do this one by hand because there is fuel present. And with fuel, you don't want to use electric tools such as screwdrivers, drills or whatnot, because they actually do create some kind of small spark inside that can cause a fire. So back to hand tools. Okay, so we're just gonna stick to this fuel rail. It's pretty much the same on this side, same exact concept. So we're just gonna stick to this one side. And let me see where's nice to record here. Okay, so let's go ahead and remove this. Basically, all this nut does, or all this bolt does, is hold a retaining clip. Once I took out that bolt, I'm sorry for the quality of this video. I'm trying to do it all with my cell phone, as my GoPro is dead. And we just needed to get right to it here. So this comes off once we remove the bolt. And now that injector is ready to come out. Okay, so some of these injectors are really stuck. So you can put something like a PB Blaster, maybe a little bit of lubricant, let it sit for 20-30 minutes. In this case, I have serviced these before, so it shouldn't be too hard to remove. You put a screwdriver right in this section here. You will see a little gap. See, it has that little gap right there where a small flathead can fit. And then once you put it in, it should pop right out. This one. And that is one injector. Now we got 5 more to go. That's about it. So make sure you subscribe, you like, make a comment. If you have any videos that you would like us to do, go ahead and comment down below. This is an HPDI. If you have an HPDI, shoot us a message. We'll go ahead and do a video, gladly to do a video. So that wraps it up. Make sure you subscribe. Thank you.